Okay, so I've come up with some new orientations.
All right, let's hear them.
Bisexual.
Pretty sure that one's already been done.
Okay, but this one is spelled B-U-Y, sexual.
Yeah, like the well-known cringy joke. Yeah, that's also been done. Yep.
I'm a bit of a shopaholic lately, and it's making me feel a little bit naughty.
Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff that you've been buying lately, and there's a lot of gay porn in there. Actually,
Okay. Moving on.
No. Yep.
Okay. I'm trisexual.
Like you'll try anything once.
Like I've tried to be attracted to a woman for the last 4 years. Okay, and I'm having a bit of trouble with it.
having some difficulty.
Yeah.
So you're gay. Like this mixed with the gay porn thing is like there's nothing wrong with being gay. You can just be that.
The last one.
Okay.
Sorry, you're starting to piss me off.
Okay.
The last one. Guy-sexual.
Like you're attracted to guys.
I'm attracted to guys. Yes.
Right. So can women be guy-sexual?
Unfortunately, only a guy can be guy-sexual.
Oh, so it's like guys attracted to other guys.
Yes, exactly. You finally understood it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gay again. That one's gay.
This is starting to sound like guy erasure right now. It's starting to sound a little guy-phobic. So use your words lightly here, okay?
This is so stupid.
Hey, welcome to the show, everyone.
Welcome to our horrible little podcast. I'm Billy.
I'm Mitch. Sorry, I'm in a bad mood still.
I'm loving the high energy that we've got. He's still pissed off with me because of the guy phobia that I've been spreading.
I come out with this brilliant new thing that I think will help people.
Right, I'm trying to kind of start a movement here.
Well, actually, I'm kind of treading lightly now because I feel like I'm going to start to make a mockery of like the idea of coming out, you know? So I don't want to do that.
No.
I don't want the people laughing at this, even though it is hilarious, to be the wrong people.
Yes. The wrong people being straight people. Obviously.
What if I made a joke so good, but only racists laugh at it?
Oh, then it's not a good joke.
What if the joke itself wasn't racist? Let me throw out a few. I have some here in my back pocket, actually. What about this?
I just think
now, keep in mind, I'm half
demographic
Mexican. That I was born in Mexico, so I'm allowed to say this word.
No.
Just a very long censor tone after that.
Just the longest beep that goes on for 40 minutes, and then us going, well, goodbye.
Only taking breaks for me to breathe. Beep, more beeping. It's like, man, he's really getting winded saying these horrible things.
Is it one long word? Is it a string of words? We'll
it's
never
a string
know.
of words, yeah.
Okay.
It's a riddle my grandfather taught me.
Oh my god.
He's allowed to say it too.
Oh, okay.
But you're not allowed to hear it. That's
fair.
the problem, yeah.
The good news with that is that I'm never really hear anything you say. I'm tuning mostly all of it out all the time. So
Well, then let's start from the top. I have these orientations that I would really love to run by you. There's your hint.
Don't.
By you.
He's dying again. No, I won't have it.
Let me ask you something right now.
Okay.
This is just between you and I.
Right?
I'm going to actually probably cut it out of the show.
Okay.
You in the mood to podcast? Huh? Or do you just want to say, fuck it?
Oh.
Just go with me somewhere.
Oh.
Just run away with me. Just say, fuck the podcast, fuck the online presence, fuck art. Take me by the hand.
Oh my god.
And just go to a country we've never been to. Take off all of our clothes and just... I mean, I shouldn't say it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Just have sexual intercourse for the first time.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
It's so...
Consummate our relationship.
It's so romantic, but it's a sin. So I have
but
to
I
say
won't
no.
do it. Instead of podcasting, do you want to go to... Name a country.
Latvia.
Name a better, sexier country, please.
What's sexier than Latvia?
I guess... Yeah, I'm a little hard, actually, now that you've said it twice.
I mean, what's sexier than Latvia? I guess Lithuania is
Lithuania's getting me.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, I'm edging currently. Thinking about Lithuania.
What's a sexy country?
I don't know.
Don't say a warm one.
Scotland. Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's got a, that's like depressing. Sexy.
I want to lay you down in the bog. I want to get lost in the bog with you. I want to almost die in the bog.
I want to get sucked into the bog mud and become one of those weird corpses that keep all their hair and eyeballs.
Doesn't that happen to people?
Yeah,
That's
not
terrible.
regularly, but they
Too
find
much.
like really old people in the not like really old people, but people who have been down there a long time.
Just like a 90-year-old going for a walk and I don't have the strength to exit the bog anymore.
She just lays down.
That's what happens in Scotland and in Ireland is that the age limit is like when you're too weak to exit the bog. That's when your life ends.
You're done.
Yeah. You don't have the strength to fight anymore.
Everyone has their yearly excursion to the bog where we all cut our turf for the year for us to burn in our fires, and the whole family goes, and one day one of you just you're too weak to exit the bog, and then you lay down and you wait for the bog to take you.
It's comforting, really.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful tradition. Yeah.
Except when you kind of pop up out of nowhere and scare children.
A century later, fully intact still. Beautiful blonde hair. Yeah,
and then,
terrifying.
And then the game is that you have to steal their jewelry as fast as you can. You have to just rummage the corpse for rings and pendants. So imagine getting stuck in a bog because a bog body came up and you tried to rob it. And then it starts sucking
and then you got
in.
stuck.
I'd be so
calling
remorseful.
the proper bog authority. You're just like, no one will mind if I steal a quick coin.
Yeah, come on.
Surely a Bronze Age coin seems fine.
There's a little, I don't know what the currency is. A shilling? Is that it?
Oh, shilling's British.
What's the coinage over there? What's the currency from 200 years ago?
In Ireland?
Yeah.
I have to assume teeth.
That's got to be it.
It's got to be human teeth. Human teeth are like the pound or dollar, and animal teeth are like the penny or cent, I think. Like the smaller currency.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense because they can't do that in like where you're from. Yeah, because everyone's teeth are so bad that they're worth nothing, you know? Speaking of, and we will get to questions eventually. This is an advice podcast, by the way. Speaking of old coins, you actually made me a necklace from an old, is it a franc?
It is whatever the French one is. Yeah, I think that is a franc.
Is it called franc?
Probably called franc if you're a French person. Yeah.
I said franc. Anyway, you gave me 100-year-old franc as a necklace. I'm actually not wearing it now. Hold on, I'm going to cut this part of the episode out. You hear me just tear my desk apart. Hold on.
Hello.
I'm wearing the necklace, the franc that we were.
Okay.
Yeah, that we were just talking about.
Do you need a minute?
No, I'm good.
You need a minute to catch your breath?
I'm fine. I'm not even out of breath.
All right. It's just that I know that you only had to go to the next room over, so it's concerning how out of breath you got.
I had to crawl over the bed.
Well, there was like no stairs or anything. It was like just next door. So, yeah.
What the fuck is a bed to you?
But one big step.
Yeah. I had to crawl over the bed. I am a California king. I own a California king. I had to crawl like 60 feet. I had to army crawl across that bed just to fucking get this little fucking franc. Anyway, the thing I was going to say about it, by the way, is that it's ugly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that I don't like it.
Well, then give it back.
Absolutely not. I love this necklace. I wear it like every day now. I love it so much.
It's not a whole franc. I think it's like 50 like French cents or something.
Someone in France is listening to this being like, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
It's called a centime or a centime.
Yeah, it's not even called a franc. These guys are just making a fucking weird assumption right now.
It's weirdly like francphobic.
Yeah.
The things that we're assuming.
What's this called? The fucking, I don't know. It's called a hua or something.
It's called a croissant?
Yeah, it's called a hua. I think this is what they call their money. Why not?
Anyway, no, I did find you an old 100-year-old French coin and make it into a little necklace.
And now I wear it as a little necklace.
Yeah,
I love
cool.
it. That's a very wholesome part of our relationship. You make me jewelry constantly.
Constantly.
That's a little lie I'd like to spread, that you make me a lot of jewelry.
A lot of very, very expensive jewelry.
Tons of it. I'm covered in rhinestones and rings, and my shoes are bedazzled because of you.
Well, the thing is that like you think that I'm making it, but the real trick is that every bit of jewelry I've given you, stolen from a bog body.
Oh my god! I thought I felt a little haunted. I've been having bog dreams lately.
I keep dreaming of returning to the mud from whence I came.
Yeah, weirdly, I want to return to the bog, and it's happened ever since I slid this thing on.
It's been galling me.
Should we start the show, or should we just say, fuck it, just you and I, take my hand, go to a bog somewhere.
Oh my god.
I want to enter you in the bog. I like to have such wild sex that we don't care that we're sinking into the bog.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
So we can either do the podcast. We can do the podcast. We can.
All right.
It's not too late. It's only been, let's see, oops, I almost changed my... thing to say like C major or something. I just changed the tone I'm talking in the whole time. I changed logic so that I'm fucking speaking in a perfect fucking E the entire time. Yeah, oh my god, it's been like almost 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can either do the podcast. We can do the podcast. I'm not saying we can't do the podcast, okay?
That's option one. Option one is the podcast.
That thing that we do every week, which is the podcast.
Yeah.
Or we can just say, fuck it.
Uh-huh.
Just you and I.
Yeah.
Hit stop right now.
Oh my god.
Only upload this segment. Mm-hmm. And we just start planning for a future we're uncertain of. Okay? We throw all of our money into just a pile. It's mostly mine. You're very poor. And we just gather it all together. And we roll in it a little bit. And we're laughing hysterically. We say, this is our dream. This is our dream. We take that. I don't like the bog thing, to be honest.
Admittedly, it scares me a bit.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to go near a bog.
dirty.
Yeah. Just you and I just buy a small place somewhere in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh.
We live there. We do art there.
Okay.
We delete our presence online.
Oh.
It's just you and I, hands held.
Yeah.
Together, growing old.
Yeah. This is the last anyone hears of us.
But more, yeah. And then this is just the last thing. This is our last episode.
Yeah.
Boom. Flat sound, done.
Finished.
Whatever that thing you do is you edit a magazine or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it that you do?
Something like that.
You write for some? You're like a publicist. You're like a journalist.
Like a documentarian.
Okay, so you stop working for BuzzFeed or whatever. We'll go do this, and no one ever hears from us again.
Okay.
Which do you want to do?
Well, the thing is that we've already started the podcast.
Oh my God,
so
I knew
I don't know.
Yeah, I was joking anyway.
That's fine.
Yeah, did I mention this necklace? Yeah, I guess I did mention it. It's fucking ugly.
It's ugly.
Yeah, it's really.
That's fine.
It's like not well made either. That's the cool thing. Like it's cool that you gave it to me knowing like you know my sense of humor. You get it. You know that I would see this and be like, it looks like a fucking 3-year-old made it. And that's so yeah. We should start the episode now.
I mean, I will be in a bad mood.
I mean, yeah, I'm in a bad mood, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's got nothing to do with happened earlier or anything that you said. But just like for future reference, and I'm not mad at all. I'm actually laughing right now because I think it's so funny. But the next time you give somebody a gift or turn down their proposal to start a new life with you, do it in a way that doesn't make you sound like a heartless, soulless little of a person. Yeah.
I genuinely feel bad now.
Right. No, it's fine. It's okay. So this is I guess this is a feel-good podcast.
Oh my god.
Which is fine because I feel great.
It's fine.
I'm closing a Zillow tab right now with Pacific Northwest homes brought up on it. Within my... I'm sorry. It was going to be our budget.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No. I changed my mind.
I put my number into the thing. people are calling me.
Oh.
I have to break it to them that we've broken up, and
Oh my
I have to tell
God.
that to people.
Okay. That's great. That's fine.
So I hate this bit so much. I've been playing with the necklace the whole time I've been talking and kind of looking down at my feet. I really am fiddling with it in my hands. Do you think we'll get to 3 questions?
I don't know.
Let's power through them. This is an
I never
advice
know.
podcast. This is all the space in between. My name's Mitch. Woo!
My name is
our longest
Billy.
intro ever. Woo! Yeah, we're like almost
yeah.
we're 16 minutes into it. Let's go.
They said that it couldn't be done. They said
s-
that you couldn't spend a third of the whole episode introducing
They
it.
doubted
we
us.
proved them wrong.
They said they can't produce worse content than the Spider-Man ass episode, but we come through every week
Here we
trying to
are.
top ourselves.
Yeah, I'd love you to try and top yourself.
Yeah, let's actually do a Marilyn Manson type thing and make it that kind of episode.
Well, hey.
That's a battle rap line from Fresco. I believe it was Fresco. Sorry, let me.
It would be really
know
embarrassing
everyone
if you
loves
got
this.
that wrong.
I didn't. So there's that. Fresco.
it'd be really-
okay,
that would just-
so
it would be
let me
really
finish.
embarrassing.
Fresco
So,
versus
okay.
Roan. Okay.
Okay,
Fresco
yeah.
versus Roan. Fresco says, now he's just trying to top himself like Marilyn Manson. That's what he says.
Yeah,
So that's pretty cool.
that's a pretty good line.
That's a pretty good line.
Yeah.
We might not even get to the episode. I can just feel it. I feel the energy that we're putting off, and it's too chaotic to us.
So chaotic. Why did
It's-
this happen? We sat down to record about 3 hours ago.
Yeah,
And we're here now.
now we're just doing this. We were just like we're just talking so much prior, and now that we actually have to talk and like respond, I just don't want to. Plus, like, do you hear that? Cars are driving by super loud. There's
Oh my
fucking
God.
wild hogs outside just going nuts.
Oh my God.
Also, I just realizing now I didn't hit record. Can you believe that shit?
This is one conversation that we're having for ourselves. That's fine.
Yeah, I just
That's
now realized my
alright.
computer's off.
Every time we have a phone call, it's like having a private podcast.
It
just
really
for
is,
us.
honestly.
Yeah,
We waste a lot of good bits just
we do. Oh, some of our best
entertaining
bits.
ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, just lost to the sands of time.
Let's try and get through the episode. How about that?
Look, we'll give it an honest go.
This
How
is
about
an
that?
advice podcast. You guys write in your questions. And we do our darndest
Mm-hmm.
to try and answer them, even though they're serious, and we give our very heartfelt advice. I mean, last episode we had a question called "My mom smelled my pee."
Yeah,
Yeah, we
so hard
did
hitting
that.
stuff.
So,
Yeah.
did we talk about who's reading what first, in which order, or even pick the questions at all?
We did talk about it, and we said we'll decide during the show.
Oh, that's great. My brain is in perfect form to make decisions right now. That's great. Which one was going to be first?
The basest question.
I think you're going to read it.
I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should
good,
mention
we
my
made a
brain
decision.
is that of a little soggy sock.
A little bog sock.
Yeah. I've walked through the bog. I took off my sock and I threw it in the corner. That's what my brain's doing right now.
One time I walked through a bog, and I was wearing big kind of you know those kind of skater shoes that are just really, really fat?
Yeah.
And you'd wear them with extremely skinny jeans, so look like you had giant feet.
Hell yeah.
Giant bulbous feet.
And you had just
So-
like little, just like low cut skinny jeans on,
Yeah.
and maybe a shirt that showed a little bit of your belly.
I was actually wearing a kind of checkered flannel shirt.
Oh fuck yeah!
It was that kind of era, yeah. About
Just
2010.
giant like DC shoes, right?
Yes. Yeah, they were like a knockoff DC brand.
Oh,
though.
that's Again, you are poor.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Little
They were-
black and red giant fat skater shoes.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was my shoe of choice to walk through a bog field.
You're like, this won't get heavy and full of bog mud. That's fine.
The thing about the bog is that some of it's solid ground and some of it is not solid ground, and you can't really see where that stops. So I'm walking along, and then the next step I take, I go knee deep into bog mud.
Oh my god, it's so scary.
I obviously immediately try and pull my leg out.
But you can't because
leg.
you feel a hand grasp your ankle. The fucking bog has got me. Oh no, one of those bog corpses.
The Lady of Shalott is back. No. Anyway, my leg does come out. My shoe is 1/2 meter down in the fucking mud.
Oh, it's lost at that point.
And can I reach it with my arm? No,
No.
because my arm isn't as long as my leg.
Your arms are actually way shorter than your legs. I've noticed that before. You can't, because I don't think they can tell, like, just by, the pictures that you post. You try your hardest to reach your knees and you can't do it.
That's why I've never posted a picture with both my legs and arms in it.
No. You posted that kind of an illusion on Twitter recently where you're kind of like squatting or whatever. That's making it look like you have normal arms. You go and like it looks like you're trying to touch your toes. You're trying to grasp your knees. It's the oddest thing I've ever seen.
It's a weird proportion, but I've learned to live with it.
You're like a T-Rex.
Anyway, listen, I lost my shoe in the mud, and I had to walk the rest of the way with one shoe and one sock. And I had a bog sock.
Oh no!
And that's a true story from my life. So
that's
don't
the
make
bog
fun
sock.
of it.
Don't
make fun of it.
Don't make fun of bog sock. Okay, it happens to some of us.
It happens. It's real.
We're gonna have to name this episode Bog Sock because we're not gonna get to a fucking question. This is the worst part. I can't believe we have listeners. Can we get a round of applause for people who listen to our fucking podcast? Can we do that right now? You sit through this shit. I fucked up my wrist just clapping just now.
Clapping? It was a gentle clap.
It wasn't. No, you couldn't hear it because there's such good compression on this episode. It was actually it was like shaking the walls.
It was very loud and powerful. And
sonically,
strong,
you could feel it in your chest.
Yeah.
So why don't you say that with your chest the next time you imply that I have
fragile wrists?
I mean, I forget what you called it, but little girl wrists or whatever the fuck you said.
Little bird bones.
Little bird chest, bird cock, fucking featherweight, little tiny bones, hollow bones as a pigeon ass fucking girl wrist or whatever the fuck you said.
You do have a bit of a pigeon ass, it's true.
I look behind me. Actually,
I
have
do have the ass of a pigeon.
A pigeon's ass. Yeah, why not?
Should I read this question?
Go for it.
Okay. This one is called, would it be weird if I slept with your bassist? And it goes like this. Howdy, pisscasters. Today I come to you with a tiny little pickle. None of it has to do with piss and shit, sadly, just me being terribly afraid of confrontation and not knowing how to interact with people. So basically, I'm in something that's not really a love triangle. On one hand, we have my upstairs neighbour. We hung out pretty regularly for a few weeks last summer and kind of sporadically since then. He's one of the very few people I really feel comfortable talking to about serious stuff. He knows the right thing to say, makes me feel understood, and knows how far he can/has to go to get me to open up. There's always been a slight sexual tension, and a few months ago we hooked up, but afterwards decided not to go down that route any further. Here's where it gets pickly. He's in a band. Never a good sign. And I slept with the band's bassist at a party last year. We texted a few times after that, and now he plans on visiting me, my flatmates, my upstairs neighbours, and other friends he knows in the city. He specifically asked me if he can sleep at my place again. Now here's my question. Is there any scenario where this isn't going to be awkward? Especially if the three of us end up hanging out together. Have you ever been in a similar situation? How'd it go? Would you be mad if I slept with your bassist, even though we mutually agreed that we don't want to act on our attraction towards each other? Much love, this person's name. All
right, we got an interesting one here. I got so hungry when you were reading that episode. Or reading that episode. God, I'm not even here right now. I'm thinking about quesadillas. My tummy started gurgling.
Oh my
God. And I
actually
got really hungry.
Okay.
Should we
want to do something about that?
No, what the fuck? We only have like 15 minutes left. No, I'm being serious. I'm getting a little lightheaded. I need a few dates right now.
Fucking go.
Sorry, I start stumbling out of the fucking room to get a few dates to chew on them.
To get a simple cashew.
Yeah, I think you have a blood sugar thing going on. I'm going to turn off my fan, though. It's a little bit cold.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Sensitive.
Okay.
Alright.
This is a little funny.
It's a little bit funny.
Mm-hmm.
I like to read about other people's awkward encounters.
Yeah.
Yeah, much better than being in them myself. I like
yeah,
to read about other people's.
The question is there a scenario where this isn't going to be awkward? This person, their upstairs neighbor, they got kind of close with them. Then they slept with them, and then they decided we're not going to sleep together, but he's in a band, and this person slept with her bassist. I don't know if it was before or after, but at some point. And now the bassist is going to come around, and they're going to be hanging out with everyone, and they're going to sleep at their place. So they're probably going to fuck the bassist again.
That's what's implied, isn't it? Yeah,
This
if he's
is the
specifically
implication.
like, hey, can I sleep around again? That the implication is that he probably wants to bone.
Right.
You're probably open to boning if you're going to have him sleep at your place, right?
I would
Probably.
say definitely wants it to happen again.
Yeah. So, what do you do about upstairs neighbor?
I don't think he'll care. If he does, he's weird. If he does, he's a weirdo.
This is the thing. I don't think he has a right to care, but he might do still.
Well, yeah. But who cares? Who cares if he cares? It doesn't matter. I think that you've already fucked half this band. So you need to level out
Depending
the
on how many
playing
people
field.
are in it. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to go for the drummer next.
Okay. The drummer being the one of the most powerful lovers of the band setup, obviously.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Isn't there a
if you
bunch
wanna
of
rank them.
really corny T-shirts that are just like, "Hey, you want to fuck a drummer, right?" Drummer boyfriend T-shirt.
Drummer boyfriend t-shirt. It's gonna come up.
It's just a bunch of stuff saying the drummer is my boyfriend.
Oh.
I mean, that'd be a funny shirt for them to wear because it's not even true. Oh no! I'm saying date a drummer T-shirt or quotes or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What we got?
Practice
Good stuff.
This one says practice the rhythm method. Date a drummer.
What does that mean?
This one says if you're dating a drummer, raise your hand. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. Are these drumming jokes?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, this one might have a bunch of drumming jokes in it.
Okay.
It's just a list.
Okay.
10 reasons to date a drummer. What a long shirt. What a wordy shirt. It says, our coordination is incredible. We can keep any tempo you want. Ooh. No matter what speed we go, we can make it good. No matter how tired we are, we always finish the job. We can follow the lead or take it. We love to bang. Well, we get that. I love how they just
the previous four have all been about sex, but in case the point didn't quite get home,
Yeah.
we're having sex.
Yeah, I'm afraid that number 10 is going to be like, I play the drum set with my cock. I'm so hard. Please, date. Please, I'm so sorry. Fucking, you're horny. I get it, dude. Fucking A. We love to bang.
Shirt was horny at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Of writing.
No objections to performing in front of an audience. There we go. This person is for sure been arrested.
Isn't that true of all of the all the bands?
Most of these things are true of all of the bands, of all of the people.
Mm-hmm.
We know how to handle our sticks, our multiple sticks.
Little known fact, but all drummer cocks are the exact shape of a drumstick.
Yeah, with the the head of the cock
really
is just
long, weird little nubbin head.
That weird oval egg-shaped little nub at the end. Yeah, that's
very thin.
It's
very
super thin, and it's almost too hard.
But weirdly breakable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do snap a lot.
We'll give you splinters.
We know how to handle our sticks with this plural. We know the best spots to hit. Mm-hmm. And finally, by the time we are done, you will be cheering for more.
Again, the whole band, if your band's good, it's not a drummer thing.
I'll have included this in the YouTube video. I didn't snap or anything, but just know it was there.
It was there.
This is a really bad plug because anyone that wants to see it will be like, well, I got to go back now that I've already know the fucking joke. But I'll have included it, and I am going to take it away now.
Okay.
There we go. Damn, my wrist. Look at that again.
Oh, God. That snap was not you clicking, but just the sound of your wrist breaking.
That was me lifting my arm. The weight of the world. Anyway, yeah. So this is my advice. You gotta. I think you fucked the wrong bandmates. The singer.
That's the wrong one.
No,
yeah.
The bassist. What are you thinking? Oh wait, did they say that
only has...
the neighbor was the singer? Or am I making that up?
I think you made it up.
What the fuck?
I think you might have imagined that.
But He is in the band.
He's in the band. Yeah.
He's
in
the
a
second
band.
bassist.
It's a
Or he's the
two-bass
drummer.
band. The thing about the bassist is that I think they've only got like one sex pun, I think.
What is that?
I know it because one of my boyfriends played bass and he said it to me and I found it very embarrassing.
What is it? Oh, hold on, let me guess it. I
guess guitarists could say it as well, actually.
like, does it have to do with fingering?
It does have to do with fingering.
Oh
yes,
my God,
fingering
okay.
joke, yeah.
I
mean
finger pick ouch your E string.
Oh my God.
I don't know what that means.
Why the E string? Why
I
not
don't
the
know.
G string? Why would you pick E? There's another letter right there.
I'm
that has
not
a
good at
connotation
writing
to it.
shirts and I'm insecure about it. So I guess, yeah, now the world knows I don't know how to write a shirt like this. What
I have to write a sexually charged t-shirt.
what was the joke?
I mean, it was nowhere near that complex. He was just like, I'm practicing my fingering to get stronger at it or something. And with like a winky face, a little wink emoticon. This was back in the days before emojis.
Oh.
And I was just like, that's really bad. I
That
might
is really
dump you
bad.
over that. Yeah.
Huh. I don't like that.
No.
Was he better at bass than me?
Instrument that you're all right at.
I'm
Not your
that
main
good,
instrument.
Yeah.
Admittedly, you only started really getting into it this year.
Yeah, I don't really play it often. When I do, I'm basically just kind of following the kick. Yeah.
Was he better? I don't
Was he a
remember.
better bassist than me? I guess.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
Okay, so my advice needs to go after the rest of the band. Okay, you're already halfway through. Probably you've already done two.
Yeah.
And
You know what always eases tension and smooths out any complications in relationships?
What?
A nice threesome.
There we go. Nothing
go.
solves a problem like a threesome. Especially if you're like not into poly shit already. You know? Because then you don't have to invest anything. You're just like, having normal emotions and it's all just it always works out well in the end.
It always works out really well, yeah, and nothing gets more complicated. It's a great way to just smooth out complications. Is if you you have sex with both of them at the same time. There you go.
And
There you
then,
go.
as sort of a prank, be like way more into one than the other. Yeah, that's always kind of funny. Be just like
is pretty
super,
funny.
super more into the other person, and then that'll just it'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't get rid of my idea that I think you need to go for the rest of this band.
Okay.
Okay, you go.
Alright.
You run through the drummer.
Okay.
Okay,
Who else we got?
There's the keyboardist.
Obviously.
There's the violin player.
Electric violinist.
There's the electric violinist. There's three.
There is a
guitarists.
brass section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The band that they live near is The World is a Beautiful Place. There's 900 members. And I'm like, fuck them all.
It's a never-ending roster that like rotates. Every
Yeah,
month.
so you're never done. They're like, I gotta fuck the guy who did spoken word on that one album? Damn. Shit.
It's like that thing where like, is the ship still the same ship if you replace it plank by plank until there's no
yeah.
original planks left? Yeah.
And
You're
the
fucking
answer,
a whole new ship.
and the answer for The World is a Beautiful Place is no.
No.
It's the shell of a vessel it once was, yeah.
It's a ghost ship. Yeah.
It's a ghost ship. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I think to ease the tension, yeah, you sort of if before this hangout session you can run through the rest of the band, and a band is only as good as the people that work with it.
Oh yeah.
So you give the sound guy a little hand job, of course.
The merc person.
Yeah, the merch, whoever's running the merch table, you at least make out with them,
Yeah.
and then it's not awkward. And then it's just
it's fine.
fine, yeah.
Then everything's fine actually by the end of that, and you'll have given them some really good writing material for the next album.
They're all writing about you.
Yeah, it happened with all the greats. Taking Back Sunday versus Brand New.
Look at that.
Fleetwood Mac's best album was all about them just having sex with each other. There you go. You will be doing them a favor, actually. Good job.
I'm typing, as you can hear.
I can hear you tapping away on those, what are those, MX Brown?
These are the MX Brown switches. Yeah, my Vortex keyboard.
Yeah.
The all blank. I'm going to include a picture of it right here. There we go.
Piercingly loud?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I could have got blues.
You could. I thank God every
blues.
day that you didn't get the even louder ones. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to take it away now. There we go.
All right. What are you looking up? What are you typing?
10 reasons to date a bass player.
Tell me them.
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
And I'm going to include the picture right here. I'm putting a lot of editing for myself in this episode.
You are. You've got to do all of this.
Yeah, I don't know why. Because we're recording it day of, as always. And anyway, here we go.
Okay.
10 reasons to date a bass player.
Yeah.
I knew it. We're good with our fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the obvious one.
We know how to pop that G string. Yeah, that's what you want. Someone to pop your G string. I love seeing it. Like that's just like a prank.
There's gonna be something on here about slapping, I think.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Okay, good. Just checking.
We're not there yet.
All right.
We're always on time. That one's just fine.
What?
Yeah. We'll be nice to your mom. What the fuck? We're always on time. We're cordial. What the fuck? Yeah. We know how to treat the bottom end. What? Oh my God. We're always laid back. Does that one have to do with bass? We're always laid back? Is that a bass thing?
I don't know.
This one just says, we give a good feel. The fuck does that mean? This one just says, nothing is complete without us. I mean, I guess in the mix of a song. Okay, fine. That's okay.
All right, yeah.
We're always willing to do it funky.
That sounds not good. That sounds bad.
I don't know. Sometimes when you and I are in the bog, we do kind of have those nights where we just kind of want to do it funky. That's a normal way to talk. Anyway, 9 was we slap and pop.
What's with the pop?
What is pop?
What, in a bass sense I get it, but what is it what's the double bit in the double entendre?
I don't get it in either sense, but
no.
We slap and pop. We slap and pop. It kind of sounds like he's going to punch her.
Jesus, get away from it.
I'll pop you one,
Oh my God.
Number 10 is no need to show off. We got the goods. What the fuck? No need to show off. We got the goods?
We got the goods. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm taking it away now.
Okay. Well, that's convinced me that you shouldn't sleep with the bassist.
That
was
provided
a terrible
nothing.
list. That was a terrible list.
That was way worse than the drummers.
It was worse than the drummers, unfortunately. So don't sleep with the bassist is what we're going with. Yeah. I bet this person's really glad they asked us this question.
Yeah, I'm sure there was well, thanks. You've hadn't helped at all. You told me to fuck the world is a beautiful place. And then give the sound guy a hand job. Also, my question is from, July, so it already happened. So, yeah, truly, from the bottom of my heart, thanks for, I guess, nothing.
This is going up on literally the last day of August. This is close to autumn as we can get.
They've definitely hung out by now. Okay.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. We don't have time for 2 more questions.
No.
I'd like to read the one that we got on Twitter.
Okay.
Because we at least have the opportunity to read this short one and then to shout out the Twitter, all right?
We do.
Our podcasting Twitter is all the space. What is it? Oh, all the space pod on Twitter.
It is all the space pod.
At all the space pod on Twitter. Please give us a follow. We don't post, so it's just why not follow us at this point? We're not going to gunk up your feed.
Yeah, we're not doing bad posts because we're not really doing posts. So,
right.
That's fine.
It's not just a stream of consciousness. We're going to be, We'll tweet occasionally.
Very sporadically.
It's not great, but please follow us on Twitter, AllTheSpacePod. Now, last episode, we were begging and pleading for people to be brave enough to write us in on Twitter. There's a lot harder to do.
Our very own DMs.
Our DMs are open on Twitter, so now we accept questions on here as well. Barely anybody did it.
Yeah.
It is a terrifying thing to do because they're like, well, here's my account.
Well, yeah,
and this is the
here's
question.
me attached to the question.
Right. Here's my picture.
Yeah, here's my picture and profile and thoughts from the last 5 years.
So
for you to judge.
We got a Twitter question coming in now. There's no title to it, obviously, because it's a DM. But this one goes like this. You wanted Twitter DM questions? You're getting one. Let me just check if I can jack in via Twitter. What is up, cowards? It's your boy Jacked In. My question is a bit of a sad one. I love when they take a turn like that. What is up, cowards? It's your boy Jacked In. My question is a bit on the sad side.
It is admittedly a downer.
It's a downer. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but my question is about depression. And here I go. My question is a bit of a sad one. I'm going through a real bad depressive episode. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but the intro to this is so good. I'm going through a bit of a depressive episode as of late, and it only seems to be getting worse. And I really think that I just need to distance myself from my friends and whatnot for a while. How do I tell the people I love and care about that I don't really want to talk or be present for a little while in a way that they can't blame themselves? If you answer this, I appreciate it. Earnestly, this person's name.
We got an earnest little question.
We got an earnest little question with a funny intro.
Yeah, and good. They really hit us with that 1-2.
Yeah. Boom. Here you go.
Comedy tragedy. A classic duo.
Yeah, it's like those two masks, one of them's crying, the other one's the other one's laughing.
Oh, it's touching. A genuine question though.
That's good.
To which we can genuinely relate as people who've
I am so sorry. We're out of time.
Yep.
I just seeing the thing now. We're 40. We're like 42 into it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I'm sorry to this person. Feel better soon. I'm sorry that you lost your cat or something. I don't know.
What's that meme that's like I'm happy for you or sorry that happened? I don't know. I'm not reading all of that.
Oh yeah. Even though this is like a very short DM, I'm just like, sorry, no, I'm not gonna. I guess I'm happy or sorry or something. I don't know.
Or whatever.
Congrats,
applies.
though.
Yeah.
No, okay. Let's get our serious voices on. It's a very straightforward question. How do I tell the people I love and care about that I don't really want to talk or be present for a little while in a way that they can't blame themselves? I'm not great at this. I think I'll just distance myself. I do that a whole lot. I just kind of distance myself and be like, you know what? I just need some me time. And then in that time, it's kind of great. It's kind of like I'm like really focusing on music more, and maybe I'm playing a lot more video games, but not really in a sad way, kind of in a self-healing type of way. And I just spend a lot of me time. I think that any close friend would kind of understand that, I think you're a more thoughtful person than me because you're even thinking about that. I just disappear.
Right. You're like, I should give them a heads up.
Right. I don't ever even do that. I'll just stop responding to people altogether. So, in your opinion, how are you approaching something like this?
I mean, I've done it before, but I've not actually done it necessarily successfuli.
Right.
I've said to people like, hey, sorry, I'm like kind of going through a thing right now. I'm not really talking to anyone, one of those ones. And at the time, people are like, oh, no, yeah, totally. I get it. But, they only get it for like maybe 2 weeks or something. And I was like, I was thinking more a couple of months.
Right.
And then they're like, we're still not talking. Did I do something? I'm like, no, you didn't do something. I've just got a lot on my plate, and they're just like, I for sure did something.
Uh-oh.
Which, to be fair, I would think if it were the other way around, I'd be like, you didn't just stop for no reason. I fucking did. I pissed you off.
Yeah, maybe that's an interesting thing is that you can't word it in a way that almost sounds like a gentle breakup.
Right.
You have to actually just say like, hey, take no. I'm actually just doing this because I don't want you to think anything. But I'm just feeling kind of like this lately, and I wanna feel better, and that involves me kind of distancing myself and having a lot of me time. And maybe even use language like, feel free to reach out sometimes, but if I'm not very talkative lately, it's got nothing to do with you. It's got everything to do
just
with
know that
me.
it's not you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool way to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, I think that's a good line as well. It's just to be like, feel free to reach out, but please don't take it personally if I don't respond, rather than being like, don't talk to me for
Right.
4 weeks, please, because then
You're grounded from
kind of-
talking to me.
yeah, that kind of puts people on the back foot a little bit, I think. Yeah, it's a tough thing to navigate, but I think that you already putting this much thought into being like, oh, I want to give them a heads up, but I don't want them to blame themselves, blah, 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 means that you're already a pretty, caring person.
Yeah. You're much more thoughtful than me.
Even in your withdrawal, which is a nice thing, you
Yeah.
know. So, I think you've probably got it in the bag.
I think you got this.
If you're just very, nice and gentle about it. And again, this is, you're not weird for having to do it or anything.
No.
Like
Lots of people
everyone
should do it.
More people should do it, I think, yeah. It's perfectly healthy to just be like, just gotta do me for a little while.
Right.
I'll be back in a bit.
You just escape to that bog, stay there for a bit, and then eventually you'll emerge
Yeah.
with beautiful hair.
Beautiful green blonde hair.
Gorgeous hair. The question, maybe they even know that the question is a little bit, or that the answer is a little bit right in front of them, because the answer is, to things like this, it typically is very like, well, you got to use communication and you got to use your words carefully and you got to be honest with people. But maybe this is just us reiterating that and just saying, that's, the answer that you probably expected is the answer.
Is the right one. I think you're already doing the right thing. Yeah.
How do you tell people? You tell them honestly and you tell them compassionately, and hopefully they understand. And the reality is maybe people won't. Maybe they'll take offense to it. Maybe they'll think, maybe they'll sort of, they won't understand because they can't understand and they don't know what it's like to hit a depressive episode and say, you know what, I think I just need this for a while. Maybe they'll look inward into themselves and take offense to it in a way that they shouldn't. Maybe. Who knows? But the best thing you can do is your best.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do, or the only thing you should do, is the best that you can, which is just to be open, be communicative, and to just let people know how you feel.
Yeah. I would kind of try to maybe, leave the door open for them a little bit, because I think where I've gone wrong before is just being like, goodbye for a while, and just being very vague
very
about
mysterious,
it. And just fucking off. Like, I don't think that's the best way to go about it. I think that what Mitch said before is probably a better idea, which is to kind of leave the door open, be like, you can come, feel free to check in on me, but if I'm not communicative, that's why I'm letting you know in advance, rather than kind of trying to forcefully shut everyone out. Just treat it more like you're just giving them a heads up.
It sent a shiver down my spine when you said what Mitch said before. I hate when you use my first name. Yeah, it shocks me whenever it happens.
What Mitchell said.
Like my co-host Mitch said, he was Mitch. Oh my God, have we broken up halfway through the episode? Call me baby. Call me Buggo, like you usually do.
Call me humbug.
Call me my little humbug. My little. I'd have to look through our conversation to see. Let's read a little bit of our conversation again.
No, we're not making this a regular segment on the show.
I can't believe I did that even once. I was like, I forgot how bad it was, and then halfway through it, I'm like, oh, fuck, this is really bad.
God, this is
insufferable. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good content. We made it through an episode.
We did.
Guys, this has been All the Space in Between. My name's Mitch.
My name is Billy. If you liked this episode, please feel free to listen to more of them. We've got quite a lot of them in the bag at this point. We've been doing it for a little while. You can find all of our episodes in the usual places. We're on Apple Podcasts. We are on Spotify. Give us a follow, a rate, a review. You can also find all of our content, all of our contact details on our website, which is
allthespaceinbetween.com. And if you have a question, again, this is an advice podcast technically. And it's worth noting, we're not running low on questions, but we didn't get a lot in the last week, and we'd love to answer fresh questions.
I like a new one.
We'll only go back to the back catalog if we need to, but there was only a handful of questions this week. We need more questions. We're always looking for more questions. If you have a question that we can answer, that you would like us to answer on the show, you can send us an email, and our email is
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com, or again, you can hit us up in the DMs on Twitter if that's easier for you, @allthespacepod.
All the Space Pod on Twitter. I think that's it. We got a YouTube channel. All of these things that we're saying, like, oh, you could check out the YouTube. We're never really saying what that means, but it's youtube.com/allthespaceinbetween. And anytime there's a visual gag or anything like that, we'll put it in right here. Who knows what I added there? You don't know yet until you go to the YouTube, and then I'm gonna take away right here. There you go. So I think that's it. New episodes every Monday. Thank you so much for listening. We will talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.